especially high casualty rates. So they're not trained to be soldiers. They're not trained to fight in wars. You know that. So you use them like a human guard, a human shield, so that by the time they finish them, you know, your own people will be getting ready for retaliation. And I think that this is such an important issue that government needs to look into. Nigerians should also not be so desperate as to want to live in Russia for, you know, like, exactly what do we get from Russia, please? Like, what are the things that we get from Russia? The corruption is as high as here in Nigeria, if not, you know, if not worse. They have so many issues as well as an European. Yes, they can be a powerful country, but they also have many issues with corruption and dictatorship with their leaders. So I don't even know what the...
You're not on Band Aid, at least they have electricity. Let me come
I
to
wish
you.
That is not enough for anybody to stay in the war zone. So Russia is at war with its neighbor. And by their history, they are brothers. They even share the same name. How did it concern my ancestors that you are now threatening that you will not extend visas for African students or young workers, African workers, unless they agree to join your military? Why? That's under duress. That's forcing somebody to come. Even if the Africans now join and say, okay, if truly it was transactional, there was one document existing, you know, that's still under duress. That's giving them, taking out their options of freedom to say, I don't know the beginning of the war, it didn't concern me, I just came here to work. And Nigerians too, or Africans too, we should, you know, look within. We should stay at home. We should stay at home. Russia and Ukraine, because once they put out an advert and people were opting to go to these countries to work. Nigerians who knew they were at war, they were saying there was one comedy that happened at the time where people Nigerians were saying, Russia, just send plane, pack us, let's go, you know, to war. And we make jokes of this kind of serious thing.
let me come in here for a second, because the only reason why Africans or Nigerians won't go to Russia is because somebody has died and fought for the nation you're coming to benefit from.
Exactly.
They had their own wars in the past where they have been able to build their economy to the point where you feel you can live there. So if you want to benefit from an economy that somebody else has died for, are you not willing to also die for that same economy that you're willing to come and live in? So if you are coming to my country, you must be, and right now we're in a state of war. Just imagine you're in America, and America is saying, okay, right now we're in war with China. And they say, if you fight in this war, I give you citizenship. If you fight in this war, I give you work permits. You left your own country because somebody fought for America for where it is. Same thing with Russia. Their people have died in the past. So you also want to benefit from that economy. You better be willing to fight. That's how I would see it as a Russian. You are coming to my country to benefit from the sweat of our forefathers who have made our economy strong enough for you to come and live in.
Very valid.
We're in a crossroads now. We're in crossroads right now. We need you to also fight this time. Show us that you want to live with us. And then we can also be part
very valid.
I don't think it's
very valid.
There's no validity.
No, it's valid.
Because if I come to you as a student, I'm coming with my money. I'm paying into your schools. You're not giving me for free.
No, Russia is not one of those countries that are on education tourism.
The reason I came to work in your country is because I have skills, and you understand those skills, and you employed me in your workforce because you understand those skills.
But you're also getting value too when you come. You come in because you're coming from your war-torn Africa, remember? Your country where you're coming from your own country.
Not everybody that is leaving Africa is leaving because there's war going on or there's hunger going on. Sometimes we go for just bigger opportunities.
Absolutely.
But I am paying to be there. When I work in your country, I'm giving value. You must need my value for you to want to employ me. Are there no Russians? Why are you employing me? Do you understand? So that is one. Then for the ones you're talking of America, people have fought the war. If I am an American citizen, I have naturalized as an American citizen, and I want to fight your war, I will, as an American citizen. But you will not dangle, and it's not like you're even offering me on the stands of, do this for us so we can do this. You're saying, if you don't do this, we will deport you. If you don't do this, we'll not renew your visa. That is bullying. I don't know.
I understand.
Yeah, I just wanted to go to, well, you won't even like my own angle, because my own angle is government. If government made our country conducive, we will stop going there. Let us start looking inwards and making it a situation where we want to stay here. And we stop going and disgracing ourselves up and down, forcing us to go and fight war. Let us make Nigeria where everybody wants to be. Because, see, the way we jackpot now, you jackpot to Ukraine, Russia, where I just are not even...
Russia,
when you go to, I can even hear London, America, France. Ukraine. And Kosovo. Croatia. Come on. What has happened to Nigerians? We have lost our pride for wanting to be in Nigeria.
Are in North Korea, South Korea, all the Korea.
Some of them are in North Korea. There is nowhere you go in this world. You go to Alaska, you will meet Nigerians there. And it's because it is not conducive. This economy, this society is not conducive. EFCC can come to your house anytime without warrant and carry you. They will say because you're an internet fraudster.
I don't agree.
You have not, excuse me, you have not made my country where we want to be. I remember a time, the first time I went to England, when I got to the visa place, it was just, you enter, you sit down with the person, no queue, no nothing, they interview you and you go. They called my office to see if I was working there and they gave me my visa. No, before then, it was just, if as a Commonwealth citizen, you could go and come back. Now, go to they even take your money. And they don't give you visa.
Yes.
Yes, they're making
For
a
the
lot of
government
money.
to fight for you.
4.3 million
They are
euros
looking a lot.
was made from cancelled Schengen visas.
I hear you. I get your passion. We all have the same passion. But you see, governance is a two-way street. You can't expect, you always think that somebody will just enter governance and just fix the whole problem. No. We also, as a people, that person, that internet fraudster is also messing up our own image internationally because in fact, when foreign families have been deprived of their life savings because that child who is in that room, that if EFCC is coming to come and raid their room, they have stripped the whole family of their life savings. So there's two-way streets. I hear you. Yes, government, you always think that government is one special breed of people that we just put in there and fix Nigeria. It doesn't happen like that. I was telling somebody recently that if we look at the caliber of people who are ministers, you see that the coordination of the finance and the coordination, the Minister of Finance and coordination of economy, you can't get any better. So if he's doing what he can do to help us fix our economy and he's still not fixing, right now, we have to fix it ourselves. So the point is that there's no help out there. It is we Nigerians, us, we're going to fix it. So government will do their own part. But we as the people, you stop stealing government electricity that we've been screaming about 10 million bridge for many years. They have finally managed themselves to go and fix it. And you, Nigerian, you remove the light and go and sell it. Why?
So we have a taste.
It's a two-way street.
Just as you said, we have a taste for foreign goods, foreign lifestyle. Anything out of this country, let me just say, I go, I come back. I just landed, I just went to Russia. I kept Kivia and all of this. And, you greet your people. There are schools in Nigeria here, but would rather. What are those special skills that, when you learn in Russia, when you come back to Nigeria, you put them to use and they'll change the country? What exactly is it? It's just for a larger percentage of the people, just as Miriam was saying, for a larger percentage of people, they're not going to Russia because they have special skills that they're going to add value. They're only going there for better earning power and anything but here. You go there, you take up the worst jobs in Russia and you say they should not offer you, they should not dangle deportation in your face. You don't even have a house. Nigerians are sleeping on the streets abroad. They would rather. The other day, they opened the videos of Nigerians camping on the field in Canada. But they would rather. Schengen visa, 4.3 million euros a year of cancelled visas that they made and that they didn't refund. And Nigerians still look at it as an option. Constantly, that's a market. Nigerians are feeding.
So to what Mariam said earlier, Nima,
you don't kill a rat by breaking pot.
There are those Nigerians who are skilled, educated, they migrate. Those ones are different. They are going there intentionally. There are those like the ones you just described. They have no plans. They only just, let me get a visa and jackpot. Those ones, you've come here. We don't even, the papers are not even recognized you. We are saying for me not to deport you, because I should legally deport you. No, I'm not going to deport you. I will give you an option. Fight in the war. And then if you fight and we win, I will not become. So it's an option. So it's not the educated ones who are coming for fight.
If you work with a multinational who sought your service, you are unlikely to fall under the category of people they will dangle. That multinational would have gotten your visa for you to stay, to work with them. They will get your housing, they will provide for you.
Exactly.
But when you jackpot and you pass Poland with your
now we are meeting ourselves halfway. We are hitting
cross the lagoon, the Mediterranean, and you find your way to go and be camping on the roadside.
You are the one they will dangle that.
They will dangle in front of
you. Let me take this call from Francis calling from Akwa Ibom. Good morning, Francis. You're live.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Mary, thank you very much for what you have said. If I have entered Russia or I have entered any country, and you're now dangling whatever you're dangling. If I say I don't want it, I didn't go there by what we call the Japa syndrome. Even if I Japa, you approved my visa to enter there. I have a target, and that is what I'm going for. I think, anyway, on a very light note now, I have to say, the person who can explain this thing for us to really understand in a language that even Russians will understand is Honorable Patrick Ogbayago. If he says this, if he explains this, people will understand better. We have Boko Haram fight here. Why don't we pack foreigners, dangle before them and send them to that place? It is not because we don't know what we are doing there. A lot of the Igbos, Hausas, every tribe are in different countries. Going to other countries is not a crime. When you go there purposely because you want to add value, then nobody should tell you, if you don't do this, then we will send you back. When I was coming, you did not tell me that is one of the criteria. Please, let us not, because our country is like this, we also join the people to say we are bad. Nigeria is not bad. Aliko Dangote, who is the richest man in Africa, is making it in Nigeria. So let us do what we have to do and keep our pride and not allow people to use us anyhow.
Exactly. Let's not be cheap labor. It's when you're cheap labor, even in our country here, there's a way you carry yourself. Foreigners come here and abuse Nigerians as cheap labor. We rush to those countries. We get to Sudan, we're abused. We get to Morocco. The African countries like ourselves, we're abused. We're constantly trying to find our way dishonorably to anybody's country. Why are we squatting? Why are we, grouped up in a room somewhere in Sudan? We cannot live a dignified life. And you think that is an option? Yeah. If travel not go back home.
Yeah.
You see,
find a way.
Sorry, Miriam. You see, when I'm talking about the conduciveness of our society, I'm not blaming this present government only. I'm not blaming finance minister or CBN. I'm not. I don't even know them. What I'm trying to say is that successive governments have led to what has become Nigeria of today, where everybody thinks that life outside Nigeria is better than life inside Nigeria.
Yeah.
So we're all conditioned to now believing that there is no hope here. The hope is on the outside. So what you have is millions of Nigerians living outside Nigeria.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's what I was going to say, that I have, when you first made the point, like I have agreed with her, but the other half, which is Nigerians are leaving bad Nigeria to go to even as bad countries or worse countries. So it's not about how bad our country then is. It's about our mindset, where we think no matter what, as long as we are outside the shores of Nigeria, then it's better than Nigeria. But we have seen time and time again that it is not necessarily true. Every country has its issues. Every country has its problems. And their own people have a mindset where, it is that they will work better for their country. They will do what they need to do so that their country will be better. And they are willing to even use Africans to get the job done. So why don't we also start working on our mindset and our sense of patriotism, that we would, that we understand this is our problem. And the only people who can solve it is us. No traveling abroad or going anywhere will make it, will make it different. It's just like when you're in your house. There are some people, no matter where they come from. I used to say this, about some people that I know. No matter what humble backgrounds that they come from, there's just this pride about, about where they are from. And then you have some people who will complain about everything going on in their lives. And you go to their house, they are living better than you, and you're wondering, why are you so upset about it? So that is how it is with Nigerians. We complain so much of our country. We don't see the good that we have. And then we go there, they are now treating us as slaves and asking you, dangling renewal of visa. Renewal of visa.
We have to wrap up, but I think I still understand. I'm putting myself in the position of a Russian. They are losing 1,200 persons per day.
They decided to
in a war that we are not in. That's
you that you will now come to my country to come and eat my burger, to come and use my electricity, to come and drink my water. You now won't join us with the
No. Mariah, do you know why I disagree with you?
Yes.
Americans, don't they go there? It's racism. You've just seen the black.
It's not just black.
It's the black person that
they've
you
called,
saw.
not only
okay,
black,
that's the one I'm
called,
looking at. It's my people.
They've called even their prisoners.
Yeah.
They're
people now.
So they are putting you in the same
we don't ask Americans. Yes.
So I wanted to say something.
Yeah, okay.
Let me tell you, where I fault government. You know that if you go to England, one naira, $1 is about 1,500 naira, whatever it is. If you go to England or America, you cannot eat with $1 or £1.
1,000.
You cannot, under any circumstances, buy any food for £1. You are on your own if you have £1. But in Nigeria, if you have 1.5, you will eat, you will be full. Let us start to sell that. What's government doing? Start to sell that no matter, see, go with £1. You can't eat anything in England or America. Go with 1,500 naira to any yabuka. You will eat something.
Okay. On that note, we have to wrap up. Let's start there. We get
start selling your country.
So I think in a nutshell, obviously, we must have, I like what you use, the patriotism. You must also, if you're going to relocate or migrate, let's be for the right reasons. Don't go there to enslave. You're going there because you want economic prosperity for yourself, not necessarily because you want to jackpot, which is just to escape, just leave. That's what the right way. Okay, let's go on a short break. When we come back, we bring in our first guest. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.